And today I'm showing you another 3 things. The first thing is like tips about scaffolding. So if you like make it go too far out, I think it will break from not touching anything. Yeah, it will just fall down. It will just fall down like this. Wait, I have a question. Oh, I just think about a really good trap. But on to the next one. This one is basically a skeleton farm. So you have to make it, well, if you're making this in survival, you just need you can make this with zombies too. Oh. And you can make this with zombie spawners too. Well, you do need spawner blocks. Well, but you basically have to find like the dungeon with the spawners. And I actually built this in my world before I did a video on it. I actually did this before, but in survival. But wait, there wasn't so did you know that it will be always 3 blocks wide? It's the whole thing doesn't have to be 3 blocks wide, but it's a lot easier than how I did in my world. Well, we basically we just dig around it to make more space. And there is some stuff in the background as well. That's fine. And then you place the spawner, and when you make this, you make sure that you put a torch on top of the spawner, so it doesn't spawn, because you're still working on it. And then you put a hopper on each block, like this. Oopsies. So you basically place on every space a hopper. And if you didn't build it far enough down, you can add signs and lava on it, which that's what I did. And and the skeletons fall through and burn too, for extra damage, just in case. And there's a sign. Oh yeah, there it is. And just stole the place. And now, but it does cost more, which is different about it. It just costs more stuff. It costs more stuff. Like that. Like this. Well, if you have like a gap like this, don't worry, the lava won't fit through there. See? See? It doesn't go down, if you were worrying. Okay, I just was making sure. And just a second. And this is the longest one to build in survival, I think. Yeah, it is the longest one. And then it falls through just down there. And then now this is what you do underneath the hoppers. Also, underneath the hoppers, you place chests. I kinda show you for the like stuff to drop in. In the world, it was a lot bigger than I wasn't. Well, it was a ton bigger. Well, don't put a mob spawner there, because it's just a waste of time. I was just doing that because I made an accidental. Oops. Now like that's. Yeah, basically like that. And I can show you how it works. So now you break what's on top, and it should spawn. Oh, I get it. I just don't have to go back down. I need, well, you don't need stuff to block the light, but just a second, I'm just gonna get something. Anything is fine. And I am very good at redstone. If you saw my last video, you don't understand that. And there is one redstone thing that I'm gonna be showing in this episode. Or should I call it, or should I say video? I just still call it video. So, no. It's probably gonna be higher than, it's probably just gonna be a higher roof. So it just won't go through the roof. Once I try to like make a machine that like makes zombies, it take over the world, because it makes zombies spawn, but it didn't work. It just plain old didn't work. Plain old. I said plain old. Like this. And like, if you haven't seen my last video, go check that out. Because that was on like an adventure map I made and like stuff. And see, it spawned and now it burns to death. Oh, it isn't. If it isn't far enough down, I didn't do this in my world, but it just may work. Make it, dig more spaces down than that, because it didn't die. Well, it does work, it does work. It does work. Now on to the next one. The next one is I forgot something for the old-fashioned lever. I forgot. So this is what you do. So do you remember in my first video that I made a door that was one like that? But now this is how to just plain old holder. So this is how you do it. It's basically the same thing, but on the both on there. So do you see that the one apart? That is what you need. So you link redstone to it. Just think. And just don't see how far it goes. And you don't have to make it out of redstone lamps. So basically I know I said this in last video, but if it's hard, eventually you'll get it. Oh, I need a repeater here. Just a second. Oh, I'm stepping on that spot. See how it looks? Well, I just want to add a little extra thing that would be really fun. I just want to add an extra thing. Like this, and I forgot to talk there, but that's okay. And oh, you know what? It's fine. It's just fine. You don't need something like this. And goodbye.